Alright, hey guys, Ferret here, and welcome back to another review. And today we're going to be just doing a talk about Haganai Volume 13. Haganai, I don't have many friends in English. So, I love Haganai, and this volume really encompasses a lot of what I just enjoy about Haganai. I really enjoyed the anime series. I'm really hoping someday that maybe 7 Seas, if they ever do decide to do some light novels, I would love to see the Haganai light novels. That would be unbelievable. I would buy those in a heartbeat. But because right now in Haganai Volume 13, if you have watched both seasons of the anime, you will know that Volume 13 is getting very, very close to catching up. So I can't wait to... So if you guys watch the Haganai anime and want to get past it and see what happens afterwards, pick up the manga, because we're getting there. Very soon we'll be past that point. And so one thing I'm interested about is I don't know if the anime and the manga or if the anime and the light novel follows the same path. I think for the most part, I think it's been pretty much identical all the way through. But we'll have to see how that turns out later on. So Haganai, it's so relatable to me. It's so relatable because just the way the characters interact with each other. I mean, this is like the perfect series for me. I mean, I don't have all that many close friends, and even the ones I do have, I don't necessarily even hang out with them all that often. We're all a bit awkward, and I mean, look at me, look at my room. I'm sitting here, sitting in front of a camera on a Saturday just talking about manga videos, which I love doing. I have a blast doing this, but most people, well, I don't know, be out, what do they do? What do normal people do? Do they go out and, like, I don't know, go to the movies? Just, I don't know, bowling? I don't know. But here I am, I'd rather sit here and maybe read some manga. But Haganai is such a good series, and the relatable characters are just great. And Haganai, that's what I think in this volume really brings out the awesome characters, because Rika in this volume is great. This is where Rika really takes a step and becomes, I've got to say, probably my favorite character. My favorite character has always been Rika for some reason in Haganai for a long time, and her roles in Volume 13 really really put a dot on that as to what I love about Rika. Rika is probably, even though this is almost weird to say, like the most well-rounded character in this whole ragtag group. I think she understands that she's weird and that she doesn't really have many friends, but she understands like normal, like, society and relationships and stuff. She just isn't very good at expressing it always. And so when she confronts Hodaka on the roof in this volume, it's very telling of just how much Rika understands and grasps pardon me, in this series. And so you have Hodaka, who, this is what I thought was really interesting, and I love Hodaka as a main character. And this, up until Volume 13, he seems like any other protagonist. Obviously, some of the other girls like him, and he seems like he doesn't know, totally doesn't get it, blah blah blah. But you find out for the first time in this volume that he actually does know. But because, and this is so relatable for me, because he does know, but he doesn't know how to proceed. Because one way or another, proceeding either hurts somebody, or you don't know how they're going to react. And so, what's going on with Kodaka right now in this volume is something that, like, I would struggle with, and I have struggled with a lot. It's like, you don't want to rock the boat. You are in this situation, and you don't want to say anything. You keep going, oh, what? I didn't quite catch that. Or you pretend not to understand, you know, what's going on. Or you pretend not to see the writing on the wall. And this is the first volume you understand that Hodaka does get it. He's not your typical stupid, oh, what's going on here? I don't understand what's going on. They love me? I had no idea. Kodaka does get it. He understands that Senna and even Rika and Yozura all have these feelings, and he doesn't know what to do, and so since he doesn't know what to do or how to proceed, he just tries to block it out. He pretends it's not happening. He wants them all to just stay friends in this big, happy, group they have. But life doesn't work like that. It doesn't really work like that. And so you start getting this volume. Rika is like, Chronica, you have got to wake up and smell the roses. You can't hide from this forever. And he still hides. He still pretends. And so even when he thinks things are back to normal, just these things are, they're gonna pop back up, and they're going to cause problems. And this is where you have Senna at the end of the volume be like, hey, why don't, how we were betrothed and Daddy thought we were gonna get married? Why don't we get married? And so Senna is like taking this scary big step and has said and put it out there that, you know what, I do like you. What do you think? And so this is setting up for the next volume to, as hard as it is sometimes in relationships, and not want to hurt someone's feelings, and being conflicted and not knowing what to do and not knowing your own feelings, there becomes a point where it's time and you have got to make some sort of decision for yourself, for your friends, because that's what the series is about. It's about making friends and building relationships, and sometimes those friends and relationships get complicated and it's not always easy. So guys, Haganai Volume 13, a great volume, this close to getting into new content, and I really can't wait. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed this just talk and review discussion about Haganai Volume 13. I will see you back on the prowl next time. Bye-bye!